Assalamu alaikum, this is me Farid Safi, and once again today I'm here with another video lecture of Ielts, and we will be talking about essay writing today. So now let me first of all talk a little bit about Ielts essay writing. Ielts essay writing is of 250 words minimum essay you need to write down. Now let me talk about that what really our essay writing it looks like. So we have got, like, I have drawn a small picture. Suppose it's a kid. Now when you start writing down about your Ielts essay writing, so the first paragraph, like, is we are having for the kid, that is head, we call it an introduction paragraph, we call it an intro. The second paragraph, can you see I have divided the main body into two parts? I call it main body paragraphs. This is called main body paragraph number 1, and this is called main body paragraph number 2. And after that we will come towards the tail, and this is called conclusion paragraph. So if you calculate all paragraphs, paragraph number 1, that is an introduction paragraph, paragraph number 2, main body paragraph number 1, and main body paragraph number 2, and then finally we come up towards that of conclusion paragraph. So total number of paragraphs according to the standard of Ielts, we need to write down 4 paragraphs entirely. If any of the paragraphs is not properly developed or not properly written, your marks could be quite easily deducted. So now today we will be talking about the first paragraph, that is called an introduction paragraph. What are the things that are important for all of you to know about it and to understand about an introduction paragraph? So an introduction paragraph, the first thing that is important for us, that is called paraphrasing. So now today the lecture we will be talking about, that is entirely based on paraphrasing paragraph. Now let's talk about what paraphrasing it is, and then I will be telling you people what are the methods, how we can paraphrase easily all the things. So let's talk about the paraphrasing paragraph. As I said, according to the essay writing task 2, the first paragraph we have an introduction paragraph. After an introduction paragraph we come main body paragraph number 1, main body paragraph number 2, and then we come up towards that of the conclusion paragraph. So these are the four paragraphs that these are very important in our essay writing. So the first paragraph, let's talk about, whenever you want to write down an introduction paragraph, the first paragraph we need to write down, that is called paraphrasing paragraph. Today in our lecture we will be talking about what are the methods, what are the ways that we can paraphrase the Ielts question. Paraphrasing means that Ielts will give us a question. Let me show you people, like for example, Ielts has given us one of the question here. This is my question given by the Ielts. If you look over here, we want to zoom it out that you should clearly see the question. The question is, buying things on the internet such as books, air tickets and groceries is becoming more and more popular. So this is my question. It has been given by Ielts. And Ielts want you to write down 250 words essay on this question. So first of all, I need to write down an introduction paragraph for this. So what really introduction paragraph? The first thing I need to do in this paragraph, that is called my paraphrasing paragraph. What I mean by paraphrasing mean that the words that has been given by Ielts, the question has been given by Ielts, you are not supposed to change the meaning of these words. Meaning would be the same, but we are supposed to change the words. Different words with same meaning. How we can do? So today we will be talking about paraphrasing, or you can call it rephrasing, or you can say rewriting something. So there are some of the methods that we will be following. Now for example, the question I have paraphrased for you, for example, I have written, buying things on the internet such as books, air tickets and grocery is becoming more and more popular. What I have done with this question, shopping online for things like books, air tickets and groceries is becoming increasingly common. Now both the question and what I have paraphrased has got the same meaning, but the words are different. How words are different? Like for example, on the internet, we have converted on the internet to online. For example, buying things, we have changed into shopping over here. Or for example, such as we have converted into like. Or we, for example, more and more, we have written increasingly. Or popular, we have used another synonym for it, and that is common. This is called paraphrasing. Now, most of the students, they will be thinking that how can we paraphrase? So today we will be talking about the methods. There are 4 different methods through which we can paraphrase our IELTS essay question, and that is called an introduction paragraph. And that's very important, because when the examiner, he starts checking your paper, he will be looking out at your introduction paragraph. You're having a very good introduction, and that is standard introduction. I'm sure that your introduction can quite easily increase your band, overall band as well, in your essay writing. So the first method that what you people can do with the paraphrasing part is by simply using that of synonyms. Number one thing that we want to write down about synonyms, let's talk about the method, and then I will be coming over there to show you more examples. Method number one that we can follow for that of our paraphrasing, that is called synonyms. Using synonyms. Synonym means same meaning words. It means same meaning words, not similar meaning words. Keep in your mind, by word synonym means same meaning words, not similar meaning words. Most of the students, they make a mistake where that they, in place of using same meaning word, they use similar meaning word, and it becomes incorrect for the students. So I will be guiding you how to use same meaning words. For example, let me give you a simple example over here. If I say, my car needs petrol. Suppose these are the words given by IELTS to me. I want to convert these words into synonyms. How can I use synonyms for it? For my car, I can use for example, my vehicle. My vehicle. In place of needs, I can say requires. In place of needs, I have converted into requires. And in place of petrol, when I have used petrol, in place of petrol, I can use fuel. This is the first method that you can follow for IELTS introduction, and that's called paraphrasing, by simply using synonyms part. My car needs petrol, my vehicle requires fuel. Over here we have converted. Now, as I said earlier, the synonym means same meaning words, not similar meaning words. In place of my car, for example, if you use something like my truck, so my truck is similar word but not same meaning word. So that would be incorrect. For example, in place of petrol, can I use diesel? No. Diesel can be similar word, but it cannot be that of the same meaning word. So be very, very careful while you're writing down about it, clear, that always try to use same meaning word, not similar meaning words. Now, let's come towards the original example of IELTS that they can give us and how we can paraphrase that. For example, let me give you clear example, the original example that IELTS can give us and how we can go with this. For example, we're having an example here. Many people think that cars should not be allowed in city centers. Many people think that cars should not be allowed in city centers. We have converted into paraphrase paragraph part. How? Many people, in place of think, we have used believe. Or in place of like people, I can convert into individuals. Many individuals. Many people, many individuals. Think, believe. We have used another synonym for the word think, believe. That cars, we have used motor vehicles. In place of cars, we have used motor vehicles. Should not be allowed, we have used here should be banned. Should not be allowed, we have converted and should be banned. City centers, we have used urban areas. So these are the words we have used completely entirely, the synonyms part. For example, think, believe. Cars, motor vehicle. Should not be allowed, should be banned. We have used city centers, urban areas. So this is what we call by using the first method that is called using synonyms. Another question, let me show you another one. For example, this is my question, that entire complete question what I have written for you. Some people believe that the lack of exercise and bad eating habits are leading to poor health. This is the question given by Ielts. Some people believe that the lack of exercise and bad eating habits are leading to poor health. Now we want to use the synonyms for it. So down we have used the synonym. Some people, in place of people, we have used individuals. Some individuals believe. We can use another synonym for this word, that can be feel or that can be think, that the lack of physical exercise, they have just used exercise, we have converted into physical exercise, combined with the poor dietary habits are the primary causes we have used in place for that of the health. So we have completely paraphrased the complete entire question here. So you need to go for the synonyms, what sort of synonym you can follow and how you can use for that. That was method number 1. Now we want to move to method number 2 of Ielts, paraphrasing part, how we can paraphrase the question, method number 2. Method number 2 you can follow over here, that is by changing method number 2 is change the classes, the order of classes. If you have, we have already studied about class and sentence writing in our previous lectures, so now over here we want to talk about change the order of classes, how we can change the order of the class. By changing the order of the class is also called paraphrasing. Clear? For example, let me take some of the examples for you, easy examples, that what I mean by changing the classes and all the things. For example, can you see the first question, like it has been given, the words given by Ielts. Adult life brings more happiness. Adult life brings more happiness in spite of greater responsibilities. Now we have got 2 classes over here. Now we want to rephrase. What did we do? The second portion, this portion, we have brought it in the beginning, and the first part we have brought it to the last. Now we change the classes, we change the words. If you misplace or you bring some changes in the order of words, that is also called paraphrasing. This is the second method. Clear? For example, we have used in spite of greater responsibilities. Clear? Adult life brings more happiness over here. Or if I take the entire question given by the Ielts over here, so it can be in this way: increasing the price of petrol is the best way to solve traffic and pollution problems. Now this is the question given by Ielts. Now what we can do? If there is a student and he just only changed the order of the words, and there is another student, he changes the order of the words, plus he also used synonyms for that. So which one is better? By using both methods. You can use the order of words, plus you can use, when you use the order of the words, you can also use synonyms. The way we did over here for this question, as I said, increasing the price of petrol is the best way to solve traffic and pollution problems. To what extent do you agree or disagree? Ielts want from you that write down 250 words for this. So first of all, I need to paraphrase my question over here. How can I paraphrase the question? Now, look, for example, the most effective method, the best way. These words are here in the middle. We have brought these middle words in the beginning. This is called paraphrasing. How I started, the best way, in place of that, I use synonyms, plus I change the order. I said, the most effective method to deal with these issues, with issues like what? They have given 2 issues over here. The first one, traffic. The second one, pollution problems. So 2 issues has been given. So how we wrote over here, like traffic, congestion, the traffic congestions and pollution is to increase the price of petrol. So now what we have brought some changes in it. First of all, we use synonyms in the question. We use synonym. And the second thing, what did we do? We changed the order of the question over here, the words. We changed the order. So these were the two methods that we can follow by an IELTS introduction paragraph that you can go with. First of all, use synonyms, and the second method you can follow with the bring some changes in the words. You can misplace the words here and there. These are the two. The third method that is very important for us, the third method you can use in paraphrasing paragraph. What is that third method? The third method is, let me write down method number 3. And method number 3 is what? Change the words form. You can change the words form. What I mean by changing word, that was the changing the order. The second method was changing the order. And the third method is change the words form. How can we change the words form? For example, if you have infinitive, you can convert into gerund, or if you have got gerund, you can convert into infinitive. For example, if there is a verb form, you can convert into the noun form. For example, if I say develop. So develop is a word form. Now change the word form. Simply changing the word form, changing this word form is also called paraphrasing. I can say development. Or I can change into developing. Or I can say develops. So these are the changing the word forms. By changing the word form, you can also use, that is also called paraphrasing. For example, very simply, let me explain it. If I say, I like to teach. I like to teach. So what I have used here, I like to teach. I like to teach, I have used here infinitive. Now, what I can change, I can say, I like teaching. So I change to teach into teaching form. This is changing the word form. I change from infinitive to gerund, or you can change from gerund to infinitive. Let me show you over here in a complete example how IELTS can give you and how can you bring some of the changes in that. For example, this is my question. What IELTS has given us. Question is, some people think that it is necessary to spend large sum of money on constructing new railway lines. This is the question has been given by IELTS, and how can we paraphrase by focusing or by targeting changing the word forms. For example, they have given us to spend. It's an infinitive. And as I said, if you have got an infinitive, you can convert into gerund form. To spend, you can say spending. Or the next one, constructing. Like for example, we have got constructing here, the word constructing. So we can say construction. Like here we have changed all the things for you. Some individuals believe that spending. Now over here it was to spend. We have converted into spending huge amounts of money on the construction. They have used constructing, the same word, we change the form of it. Construction of new railway lines is necessary. So this is very important for us. If you have got gerund, you can change into infinitive. Changing the word form is also called paraphrasing. This is we call the third method of paraphrasing your question. The last method of IELTS for paraphrasing, it is used, that is called from active to passive, or from passive to active you can change. If you are good at active passive, so you can use the fourth method, method number 4. You can use active passive method. Let me first of all explain you over here, then we will come towards like more and practical examples toward that of IELTS, how they can give us. For example, if I say, as earlier I give you, my car needs petrol, for example. So how can I change? I can say petrol is needed by my car. So this is what we call, simply we call it from active we change into passive. This is method number 4. Let's come to the practical example how IELTS can give us and how can we change those things over here. For example, we have got like, this is a question, how the public transport system was developed by the city council. Now we have changed into how the city council developed the public transport